Hello, all my friends. How are you? I hope everyone is doing very well and enjoying the weather. It's almost spring, so you can hear all the birds singing, and the weather is getting warm, so it's very nice. And it's almost Easter time, and it's almost spring, so that's good. So, we are going to pray and talk to Jesus and just thank Him for the weather and just pray that everyone is safe. So, dear Jesus, thank you so much for everything that you've done for us. Thank you that we have homes and clothes and food, everything that we could ever need or want, Lord. Thank you that you have blessed us so much. And thank you that you even gave us seasons that we can enjoy spring and the nice weather, Lord, and that we know summer's coming. And thank you for the birds that sing. They have such beautiful little voices. And thank you for all the animals that you created and all the flowers that come out in spring. And I just pray that this spring would be a very good season, Lord, that we would be able to get together with our friends and families and start coming back to church. And I just pray that you'd be glorified. And I pray for all of my friends out there who have any boo-boos or anything, or if their cats keep running away or anything that they always pray for, Lord. I just pray that you would help them and that you would just keep them safe and help them to understand everything that's going on, and that you are always in control no matter what. And I pray that everyone would stay healthy and that everyone would be happy. In your name, amen. Okay, so today we're going to learn about a king whose name was Solomon. He was a king in Israel, and he was one of the greatest kings. He was one of the greatest kings that has ever been. And he really loved God. He worshiped God. He sacrificed a lot of valuable things to God, and he really loved the Lord. He really worshiped him. And so he got this new important job of being the king of Israel, God's people, and God was very pleased with his worship. God liked the way he acted. He was a very smart king, and he just wanted to please the Lord, and God was pleased with this. God looked at Solomon and he said, "He's a very good king. He loves me and I love him." So God gave Solomon a dream, and he spoke to Solomon in the dream, and he told him, he said, "I will give you anything you want. Whatever you ask for, I'll give you." So if God said that to you, what would you ask for? I would probably ask for a lot of things, but just think about it. What would you ask for? You could ask for anything. You'd probably ask for a new toy, ask for a bike, ask for a new iPad, whatever. And Solomon could have, back then they didn't have those things, and Solomon could have asked for more money. He could have asked for a bigger palace. He could have asked for all the power in all the world, but instead he just asked for wisdom. He said, "Lord, I don't know how to be a king. I don't know how to do this job. I need your help." And he said, I need wisdom. God, please give me wisdom." And God was so pleased with that request. He said, "Yes, I will give you wisdom, but not only wisdom, because you asked for something that was so good and it pleased me." God said this. "So I'm going to give you that, but I'm going to give you things that you didn't ask for. I'm going to give you riches, which are nice." So he got more money, more gold, everything, and also honor. Everyone in all the land heard about him, and he was admired, which means people looked up to him. People wanted to be like him. He was a good role model. And so God gave him riches, and he gave him honor, and he gave him wisdom, wisdom is the most important out of all those things, because wisdom is knowing what to do in all situations. So when you're in school, or when you might be fighting with a friend or something, wisdom is basically God telling you what to do. It's something that God gives you, and it makes you very smart. And the older you get, normally, the more wiser you get. So you get smarter as you get older. But Solomon wasn't even old. He was just, God gave him this smartness, this wisdom. So he knew how to solve problems. People would go to him and ask him, "What should I do? What should I do?" So when you have wisdom, instead of asking people, "What should I do about this?" you know what to do. It's already in you. You know what to do. God gave you that gift of wisdom, so you know what to do in those situations. So he had riches, honor, and wisdom. So he knew what to do in all the circumstances, everything that happened, he knew how to handle it. So he asked for something and God promised it to him, and God kept his promise and gave him this amazing gift of wisdom. And people all over the world heard about it. They heard about this amazing king who had this great gift of wisdom, who knew what to do in every situation. He was smart. So people would go and they would travel. They would send people to go see him, they would say to their workers, go to Solomon and find out how he's so wise and ask him what to do about this. And people would send their workers to him. But there was one queen, the Queen of Sheba, that was a country far away, a land far away. And she herself she traveled very far away, and she went to go visit Solomon. And she was like, can this man really be this smart? Can he really be this wise? I have to see it for myself. So she traveled very far, and she went and she visited him. And she asked him hard questions. Because when you have wisdom, you can answer hard questions. You're very, very smart. So